This is Redirect, Immigration Law and Perspectives, a weekly immigration law podcast. And we're now joined by Diego Aranda and Nora Phillips.
Hi, Nora.
How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
Good. Sorry to crash the podcast.
Well, this is super awkward.
Hi, Matthew. I love you.
Hey, Nora. Love you back.
Hey, Nora.
Yes.
Why am I getting an echo?
I don't know. What did I do wrong?
Do you have headphones in?
No.
Put some headphones in.
Let me try to go get these newfangled headphones. Hang on. They're wireless.
Okay, I'm going to mute you till you get back. Ugh. Drama queen. All right, so every year we try and do a Thanksgiving show where we share what we're thankful for, and we try and drag a couple of colleagues into the mix. And so we're here with Diego Aranda, and you've got another name that's escaping me at the moment.
Who are you, Diego?
Oh, yeah. My second surname is Teixeira. So, Aranda and Teixeira are my two surnames.
All right. Why don't you tell the people about yourself? What makes you tick? Who are you?
So, I'm another immigration attorney, like all you fine folk. I am currently a supervising attorney for litigation, a lovely fancy title, at Al Otro Lado. Before this, I was working in Tacoma as an immigration attorney. I'm currently licensed in New York and Washington coming up. I just need to finish my equivalence, and also kind of New Zealand. I'm in the equivalent of inactive status because they just charge a bunch of money. But either way, I've been in immigration since 2014. It's been fantastic. And right now, my focus is more on impact litigation rather than bread and butter agency representation.
I see. So why don't you move to New Zealand? Because it seems like the obvious move.
I actually just came back from New Zealand back in 2018, almost 2019.
Yeah, it seems like the wrong move. Yeah.
What were you thinking? The question, I guess, is what were you thinking?
Oh, gosh. There were some relationship, family situation changes. But on top of that, also got there for the job, and it paid basically twice what I was making in New Zealand. And that was a big incentive. But on top of that, honestly, if I'm being honest and not being silly, I did move to New Zealand in 2016. So I actually got to skip out a lot of the initial times when Trump was just being awful. And I felt like I was, even though it was pleasant because I was not affected by things personally, I felt like I was really staying out of the fray when it was really important to be resisting this awful, awful person. So because of that, that's a big reason why I came back.
I see. Well,
makes us kind of sound selfish, doesn't it, Stephen?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, we could have really used you in 2016. I don't know what you were doing. Whatever. Unbelievable. We're also joined by Nora Phillips, who tuned in without headphones. So we're getting really nasty feedback, and she's in the process of looking for her headphones. So hopefully she comes back. But this is our Thanksgiving show. What are we thankful for? 2020, it's going to be like a 3-minute show, Matthew said earlier.
I said 2.
2 minutes.
We can drag it out.
Diego, well, we're going to start with you since you're the newcomer to the show. What are you thankful for? Oh, and the ground rule, there are some ground rules. You can't say the podcast. It's obvious. If you could say the podcast, everyone would say Redirect Immigration Law and Perspectives. So if that's your A, you're going to need to go to your B.
All right. Any other rules?
That's basically it. Yeah.
So you probably have nothing to say. So
yeah. Should have told you that.
Yeah, I know. I'm so grateful for the podcast, but I guess that now I have to be ungrateful for the podcast. But seriously. All right. Even though normally I'm not a Thanksgiving celebrator because I take the usual SJW position that it's a genocide, the celebration, whatnot. What I am grateful for, because it's always good to be grateful, is that I'm grateful, firstly, for health of my family in general. And I'm also grateful for a great opportunity to be basically punching up at the stupid, awful immigration agencies and this terrible fascistic administration. And I'm extremely thankful that there's a prospect of a way out of his administration, although I'm not counting my chickens until we're out of this horrible situation. And there's Biden, who is not that exciting, in office. So that's what I'm thankful for.
So you just think Biden's going to come in and fix all our problems is what you're saying?
Oh yes, that Biden is all our daddies, and he just loves all of us, and he's going to basically give everyone $1 million and a unicorn.
Oh, nice. Now,
unicorns can be really, really kind of temperamental, though. So,
well, unicorns also poop. Oh, they're a mammal.
However, what kind of poop is it? Is it like rainbow poop, and does it smell of sugar and like ice cream?
Well, Diego, as your supervisor, there's a video that you should watch, and it is the advertisement for a device called the Squatty Potty, and it is a whole thing about unicorn poop. It's rainbow, it has glitter.
Yeah, I can't believe Diego's like bringing that lame ass if he hasn't done his homework. Nora, have a talk with him.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are good things to be thankful for. Health. I wanted to say, I meant to mention this at the beginning. So I was raised in the Mormon church. I probably mentioned that before. And sometime last week, the Mormon prophet told everyone to use a hashtag and post every day something that you're grateful for. And so my Facebook feed is like all Mormons, basically. Not really, but it's a lot of Mormons.
Wait. So how does that work? How does the Mormon prophet like?
Whoa! I cut out for a second. I need to hear what.
Yeah, we're talking about a Mormon prophet. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay. Go on.
Is he like a live, living thing, or is this coming from another dimension?
No, he's a human person on this planet.
Oh, okay.
So anyhow, he says, "Hey guys, listen," and I have at least one sister who listens to the show. No disrespect, okay? No disrespect.
Question.
He says, you should be posting every day something you're thankful for. The problem is a lot of the Mormons on my Facebook feed kind of shot their wad early on. They went with health and family. And now it's like every day my Facebook feed is like, I'm thankful for breakfast cereal. It's really yummy and, it's just stuff like that. But anyhow, gratitude. Yeah, it may be better than some people's families too, if we're being honest. But
cereal?
Yes, breakfast cereal.
Is there another type of cereal, by the way?
No.
Is there like a lunch cereal, a dinner cereal?
I mean,
have I missed it?
I mean, isn't cereal just lunch cereal?
I've definitely had dinner cereal.
I've had dinner cereal.
I think that's Lucky Charms.
I've had second Hobbit second dinner cereal too. It's for all meals.
And fourth meal cereal.
Second breakfast, baby.
All right. So let's go to Nora. Nora, 2020, pretty great year.
Awesome.
Pluses and minuses. What's on your plus list? What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for, oh Lord.
Do we need to come back to you?
It's just been a real hard year on a whole lot of levels. I'm just thankful that I made it through and marginally intact with my amazing family. But I have 12 medical specialists right now and kind of falling apart. But I'm grateful that I now have the wherewithal to tell the doctors that they're see and then get new good ones. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being in a position to like have the choice too is good.
Yeah. It's real up that you feel super guilty about getting like basic health care, even if you have to advocate for it and file a bunch of complaints and everything, and then you still feel bad that you got health care you need. Makes me really despise the U.S. healthcare system.
I mean, I'll be honest, you're sounding a little public chargy right now.
I am the publiciest charge right now. Plus, I would be the best qualifying relative. So I'm sorry that I'm
That's
married.
true. That's true. But, well, if they get rid of birthright citizenship, where are you being deported? I guess that's the question. Like, what country would take you?
Excellent question.
What country would have a claim to you?
Ireland or Italy. Preferably Ireland, because my family is from the north of Ireland, and I got some anger about borders, so go work there.
Okay, nice. Diego, if they get rid of, well, you weren't born here, so we don't even need to do that. But where would you be deported if you were deported?
I currently have Mexico and New Zealand as my options. Oh. But technically, I could try to go for Brazil, but that's going to be a big deal because there's this thing about the dictatorship. My mom lost her citizenship, so I lost my derivative citizenship, but some Brazilian lawyer says I can get it. So I don't know, maybe Brazil, but I have options, which is good.
Nice.
How about you? Sweden or something?
One of those white people
Utah.
countries. Ugh.
You got that
Did you say Utah?
That big Nordic energy.
Let's see. I might actually have some, what do you call them? Antepasados? Not descendants. What's the word? Ancestors.
Ancestros.
Yeah. Antepasados.
What the hell is an antepasado? That sounds like some shit you learned in Spain. It sounds like a snack. Like, comes el antepasado antes del plato principal.
It technically is a word.
It totally is. I don't know what it means. The before past.
The point was, I might have some ancestors who settled down in old northern Mexico so they could practice their polygamy back in the day.
Okay.
And, so maybe who knows? Matthew, what do you?
Canada or Greece. So
yeah,
nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My grandparents on my mom's side are from Greece.
Des familiers vient de Québec, no?
Now, so far,
yes. It would be Quebec. Look at my name. Archambault.
I mean, Archambault, I know. It should be like Desjardins or something. It's obvious. Quick thing. Lots of people in Quebec, like one of the most common last names is Proulx, which is spelled Proulx. Annie Proulx is an excellent Quebecois author. Anyway, ends with an X because the name was actually Proulx ending in an L, but the French folks in Quebec were so illiterate that they just signed with an X at the end. So now it has an X at the end. Isn't that neat? And sad?
So you're saying the French people from Quebec are dumb?
Oh my God, you're the worst. Don't say that. It's ableist. Also, I'm talking about poverty and illiteracy, Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know. It didn't come out.
Sound like fucking Karl Rove over here, bro.
I'm going to start telling people that my ancestors were so illiterate that they put an X in the middle of their name, and that's why I have an X in Teixeira.
Dude, I love your name. But it's like really Portuguese.
Yeah.
Like, well, because Erica Pinheiro, am I saying that right? Pinheiro?
Yes.
Okay. She has the EI also. So I was thinking we could change AOL to just AOL, like EI.
Aren't there baseball players named Teixeira?
Yes, there are. And it's something like a Mark Teixeira or something like that.
Yeah. So I feel like, it's been entered into the lexicon a little bit so we can get close enough,
Yeah.
Teixeira. Is that right?
Oh, God. Is that what they say?
Teixeira.
Oh, that's so bad.
That's era. Teixeira, right?
Oh, God. Oh, Diego, I'm sorry what we've done to your name.
All right. So we're going to take a quick accounting here. Nora is grateful that she's not dead yet, although she's close.
Right.
Diego is grateful for Joe Biden.
Only you could say that to me, you piece of shit. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. And I am genuinely also glad that you're not dead. Yes.
I'm happy I'm not dead.
Look, I'll be honest with you. Not that I know a lot of people, I'm not a social butterfly, but if I made a list of the people who I would really be broken up about if they died, it's not that long of a list, but you're definitely on it.
Really?
It will mess me up for a good while.
I don't want to start crying on your podcast. So don't worry. I got good doctors and I'm advocating for myself.
Great.
Yeah.
Diego, on the other hand, is just grateful for Joe Biden because Diego is some sort of neoliberal shill who he views Joe Biden.
Sorry, he can't hear you right now. He's at the University of Chicago.
So he's grateful for Joe Biden. Now, Matthew, where are we at? What are you grateful for 2020?
Well, obviously, I'm grateful for you, Stephen.
Oh, okay. Don't make me cry.
It is true. I'm grateful for you. I think one thing in a larger construct, the past, just say the Trump administration has kind of created, I think, a stronger network of immigration advocates, right? And I am grateful for that, for the interactions that you'll see on Twitter and Facebook, and a lot of those morph into kind of real friendships. But it's really, I think, kind of empowering to me, and to see all the work that people are doing. It also makes me feel like a schmuck sometimes because all the work I'm not doing. But yeah, I'm grateful for that dynamic that we really have. And I'm hopeful that dynamic stays throughout the Biden administration. I know Diego will be all, hey, give the guy a chance.
Right.
He just, you have to understand how we get it. We know that we're going to have those Diegos, as we can start calling them.
Right.
Oh my God, centrist city over here.
Now is not the time to criticize the kids that are now in cages, guys. Now is not the time to talk about those.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You have to give a little. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So, but I am grateful that there is this dynamic, and it makes me a better lawyer. It makes me a better advocate. So I'm grateful for that. And the whole thing with the whole COVID thing, the whole staying at home, I'll be honest, I kind of dig it. I like the extra time that I get with my family. I like that I don't have to make excuses anymore for like not having to go hang out with my wife's friends.
COVID. Is Teresa listening to
she
this?
does not listen. She does not give us.
Yeah.
And she knows.
I'm going to make my husband listen to this, and he'll be like, oh, you're loud, and you have jokes. It's cool. Didn't know. Matthew, the solidarity thing is not going anywhere. I mean, in the whole metaphor of the very true metaphor of this is war, we all are like army buddies, and I don't see that going anywhere. We were trained under Trump, it's like SEAL Team 6, and now it's not like those friendships are going to disintegrate because we have somebody slightly less as president. Sorry, Diego, I know you love Biden. He actually worked on Biden's campaign. He took a sabbatical. He took a. I'm totally kidding. I'm breaking.
Well, I mean, we do know that there are going to be those who, as Stephen was kind of joking about it, and we're completely joking about Diego, by the way, that are going to be throwing the brakes up. So,
totally. They'll be like, "Oh, it's all fine now." The same people that were like, "Oh, cool, we're post-racial. We have Obama." It's at the first sign of something not completely.
Yeah.
People are like,
and that's crazy.
Cool, it's over.
That's crazy because MLK actually ended racism.
I know.
When he did that.
Nobody talks about that.
He had a dream.
Nobody talks about Frederick Douglass, and he's doing such good work right now.
More and more people are
more and more. Yeah.
All right, Matthew went with a total cop out. Colleagues, obviously, that's saying the podcast.
Not a macho man.
Can I add one more thing I'm grateful for? Oh, go ahead.
Diego, talk.
Well, I'm grateful for all the wins because we actually just got 2 asylum grants today and yesterday, and every one of those feels like going to the moon. So I'm very grateful for each of those wins.
He just got a BIA appeal, or he won it at the board.
Nice.
I know.
Nice.
Winning.
No. Get this: 3-panel board thinks that this judge is so stupid. They go like, dude, we're like the Malfros board, and you're so bad. Even we have to overturn your decision. Come on.
What did you say? What was the M word you said? We're like the what board?
Malfros board.
The what?
That's the name of the horrible board member who tries to put out all the decisions.
Say the M word again?
Malfros.
Okay.
He's having a stroke.
Stop it! Stop it! That's so scary. Don't. I'm health adjacent. Do you smell burnt toast? Are you okay?
Oh my god!
I'm serious.
Well, I do smell burnt feathers.
I don't hang up my wife of a nurse hat, even though I'm on a lawyer show. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I thought you said Malfoy from Harry Potter.
Oh,
the evil-looking kid.
Yeah. That's Malfoy.
So basically, it's Malfoy. Coincidence? Question mark.
I think his first name is Derek. I have no idea.
I had a case recently with a TA who, on the break, she had left private practice. She wants to be an IJ, so she joined ICE counsel because that's a pretty clear path to becoming an immigration judge. And she was saying all these things about, people in private practice, they're angels and they're saints. And she's kind of trying to virtue signal a little bit.
What does that mean? What does virtue signal mean? I don't know what that means. It's like cancel culture or Five Nights at Freddy's. What are these things?
It's basically where you're trying to broadcast some sort of value to, other people.
Stephen was basically the Ben Shapiro.
Isn't that just advocacy? I don't get it. I'm so confused.
Well, but I think the insinuation is that it's disingenuous.
So give me an example. I need examples.
Put a Black Lives Matter sign on your yard.
Oh, performative activism.
Yeah.
It's the right,
Oh, like you're going to call the cops on a black guy, but you put the Black Lives Matter sign in.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're listening to like Tracy Chapman, but you've got all of your windows locked. Okay, I got it.
Exactly. And you're basically just trying to let everyone know that you're woke.
I am the wokest, you guys. You don't even know how woke. Oh, God, that sounds hilarious. Who describes himself as woke?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Steve has it on his Twitter bio. So.
Probably Instagram.
Yeah. Hold on, changing my Twitter bio real quick. No, but so she's saying all these, basically sort of, you ever have the ICE officers who are kind of, letting you know, like there's one officer who I work with who will say like, oh, I'm real close to retirement. He's just sort of trying to let you know, like, I'm just here because I have to be.
Oh, or they're like, I was Legacy INS. And then you're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
They could act like it. That could help.
So she was saying all this nice stuff. And then she goes to cross and she's like trying to get my rape survivor, domestic violence survivor, client deported
person.
And anyways, so I was like, whatever. We don't need to talk about that.
Like, can we talk a second about sarcasm?
Sure.
I know you guys don't like it.
Whatever.
So, like, I feel like you could get away with sending an email and being like, you just did such an incredible job on Cross. You're so diligent. You asked so many questions.
Oh, yeah.
So many questions of my client, period, who was 18, period, who just had a baby, period. Like, I would, because what? They're going to be like, this person said I did a good job, Your Honor. I want to file a complaint. It's like, what? Like, my fantasy in Phillips v. CBP, where I want to walk up to one of the government attorneys and be like, your parents must be so proud. And then just walk away. Because, like, what are you going to say?
The way that you dug up those old border encounters that are totally irrelevant, you really went through them with surgical precision.
Yes.
And the way that you tried to file evidence halfway through your cross-examination
was really creative advocacy. Call it that.
Creative advocacy on behalf of the United States of America.
Say that. Oh my God, I want to write that email for you. Because I just wrote one of my super doctor that's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was
this
fun.
is a whole business opportunity for you.
Let me tell you, I was raised by two psychotherapists. And but so I mean that I'm qualified just with that, and I love the art of
the deal.
Of starting out where it looks like you're being nice to them, then you tell them that they should be ashamed of themselves, and then you really get them.
Does Nick, your husband, know exactly when to tune you out? Because it seems like you would do this at home, where you build them up for a little bit, and then.
Oh, I don't do that to him. What I do to my husband is I incessantly bother him about public health programming ideas. And I pick his brain about nursing philosophy. And he's like, I thought this was going to get better when you actually started your master's in public health program. And you could ask your teachers these questions.
It's just like classic naggy wife stuff.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah. I'm like, honey, don't you think it would be a good intervention to put in a screening for immigration eligibility in the HIV clinic?
Oh, God.
Typical.
That's enough of that voice.
I know, right? You haven't heard the voice I talk to my dogs in.
Ooh.
I am interested now.
Cringe.
It's like a Muppet kind of thing.
All right.
People just don't, one of my friends called it a desperate attempt at economic self-preservation.
What?
Honestly,
live in go away. Stop trying to just be like, I took a job with ICE.
I mean,
don't try to rationalize it for me. You know I'm going to hate you.
It's got to be the easiest job. I mean, here, the trial
attorneys. You know how much time I spend at night shopping on Amazon that I could be doing during the.
Exactly.
But my last couple of hearings, the cross-examinations were generally just rephrasing my direct questions. So
can you be like objection plagiarism?
It's like
there's a chance they don't understand your accent, and I wouldn't blame them.
I mean, like the Philly thing is really weird. Like
really weird.
Water.
Well, see now who's shaming who?
Okay, you're right.
This is a little bit of a linguistic shaming here.
It is, except at least it's not Californian doing it to you. It's the lady from Wisconsin. So you got some serious ammo to come back at me with there as far as the accent goes. Hey there.
No, these trial attorneys, and I don't care if they're listening. Like I had one.
Sure. That'd be funny if they were.
One asylum hearing yesterday, and it was a stone cold denial. I even talked to him beforehand. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it just was going to get denied. I mean, so we kind of go through the direct and all that, and it's clear there's really nothing there. But whatever, we're putting on a case. I can appeal, and hopefully something good happens with St. Joe next year. And then he starts to cross. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just being such a dick. It's like me and Steven often use basketball, but it's like being up by 50 points with like a few seconds left and like
windmill dunk,
like dunking the ball. I'm like, what?
Oh, I thought you were going to say and then go punch a player in the face. I don't know the ball rules.
It's kind of like that.
Isn't that just called hockey?
Yeah.
Hockey makes sense because at least they recognize the insane anger and like explosive rage going on. So they're like,
They should allow that in immigration court. Just like in the middle of the hearing.
Just like, you know what?
You're
taking off my jacket. It didn't fit anyway.
He's like suit over his head and just start punching him in the head. And then the judge was like, okay, break it up. Go sit down for 5 minutes. You do it. You come back and finish the hearing. He's so much
I've been in one fight before, and it resulted in a permanent bar for me, but not 10 years, like forever years, at this place in Tijuana. So I didn't know what was going on. I honestly thought people were playing Twister. And then I realized it was a fight. There was a pile of people with my friend at the bottom. And I'm like, oh, God. So I just started like very gently lifting people off of the pile and placing.
You don't gently lift people.
What?
You don't gently lift people. I've seen you lift people. Nothing gentle.
I lifted your wife. I was gentle. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She still has to go to the...
Do you have a chiropractor because of me? Is that what you're going to say?
Exactly. Steven, what are you thankful for? We haven't gotten to that.
Yeah, what are you thankful for, Steven?
Excellent questions.
Super good questions. Good advocacy.
I do have to go pretty soon because I'm being summoned. But listen.
By your wife?
My wife. Here's my...
Did you just do Borat?
I think it's a law now. You actually have to say my wife in Borat voice.
That's only Washington State. It hasn't been made federal yet.
Have you guys watched the Borat? I can't. It's sitting right there in front of my face on the TV, and my neck's like, should we do it? I'm like, I can't do it. It's so cringy. I can't. Have you seen it?
The new one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw it. It's fun.
And it's
Borat.
It's Diego, have you seen it?
I have not actually. I'm basically just skimming off what people talk to me about it, But basically, I think we saw the most important one, which is the one that may have had a pan in the election or something.
Yeah, the Giuliani pants scene. Okay.
It was a talk.
Yeah, always laying down on the bed.
Before we finish, can I just say that if hockey fights were allowed in immigration courts, I'm not sure we'd want that because both the judge and the TA would hold us down and beat the crap out of us and then our clients.
Mm.
Well, I don't want to. Yeah, we shouldn't have cage match in court. I guess it's probably a quote unquote a bad idea.
I mean, I can kick the out of most IJs. I'll be honest.
No, come on. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm already on.
Is it possible for an entire show to just be one giant derail? That's what's happening.
Derail? Like a derailment?
The entire show has been derailed.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I mean, you invited Nora on. I mean, this is not like it wasn't predictable.
Do you want me to try to say something profound?
No, please don't. Please don't.
So, Steven, what are you thankful for?
I think if we're gonna turn immigration court into something more physical,
oh my God! Look how emotionally evasive you're being about the thankfulness. This is very interesting.
It shouldn't be.
You've already been asked probably 3 or 4 times.
It shouldn't be hockey style. It should be.
Oh, he's still going, folks.
It should be professional wrestling styles, like breakaway chairs and stuff. Because that way you could break your chair over the TA.
No, but they're going to be all it hurt. This is what I think. And I talked to my accountant, and he said that I could totally write it off. I want to bill, and this isn't necessarily for that IJs or ICE, because this would actually be fun. But I totally want to build a dunk tank because I'm all about equalizing power inequities with my clients as soon as possible because I'm this like tall ass white lady who they think works for ICE. And I'm like, I need to get them to trust me like real quick. And I've already got my bag of tools from 15 years of this crazy shit. However, how much would you bond with your client if they're like, oh my God, you're the one that I dunked at like the AOL festival post-COVID? How cool does that sound? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty great.
Nobody's going to be like nervous, calling you doctor and all that. They're going to be like, ha, 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 I saw you all wet because I threw a ball and you fell in a tank.
I mean, Steven makes his clients kiss his ring when they enter the. So you think
so
that would
weird? What kind of ring is it? Is it like a Yakima football?
The Star Wars ring.
Star Wars ring. Oh it's a Boba Fett collector's item.
Oh gosh.
No, actually, I've been able to humiliate myself in front of clients by wearing sweats during COVID. We've been closed to clients, but every once in a while they have to come sign something, and I'll be wearing like terry cloth shorts.
Wait, no. That's so bad. That's the name of a Coachella band. Terry cloth shorts?
Yeah, dude.
Like shorts made out of towel material?
Like,
pictures for the runway.
Terry cloth is what towels are made of. Are you wearing shorts made out of towels?
Come sign this application that I, a professional, have prepared to help save your life and the lives of your family members. Oh, hi, you're at my door. I'm wearing a Star Wars
shorts.
Towel shorts.
You could throw somebody off if that's the first time they've met you, but if it's a client that knows you, like they care about your brain way more than,
Well,
I wish some other lawyers would know that.
Yeah. All right, real quick, because I do have to go. What I'm thankful for, I'm a moment of sincerity here. I'm thankful for my clients who pay the bills, obviously, and keep the lights on. That's important. But more importantly, I was listening to The Daily, the New York Times podcast this morning. They were talking to people in line at a food pantry in New York City, people who woke up at 4 a.m. to wait in line. It got me thinking about some of the experiences we hear about from our clients. And then I got to thinking about my upbringing and how it was very normal and boring. And not boring. I mean, I had a good upbringing, but I didn't really have hardships. The hardships I had looking back are literally nothing. So I've learned a lot about the world and people and finding empathy for people that maybe first glance I might not have been empathetic towards in the past, because this job really forces you to get to know people and learn about their circumstances and learn about who they are and why they are in the situation they're in and whatnot. And if I had gone off to be some sort of graphic designer or something like that, I would have maybe had a good life in certain ways. But I don't know that I would see the world the way that I do, thanks to the people I get to spend my time with. So that's what I'm thankful for. And on top of all that, they obviously work in important sectors and industries, and they're so underappreciated, not just because of their work, but just because our whole system is designed to view them as criminals first and people, fourth or something like that. And so anyways,
I want to give you a hug.
My thing, hugs. I'm thankful for all you guys too. And I do have to go, so I'm going to jump.
Hey, so can we have a little play out music? Hold on.
No.
Oh my God, Carlos.
Oh.
There you go, Steven. There's a little play out music for you.
Oh my God, keep going.
Is this your son playing oboe?
This is Carlos playing the oboe. It's not the best sound to an iPhone, but
guys, shut up! I'm listening.